The story from the project, innocent black man. Let me be clear, damn man. The story from the project, innocent black man.
What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Small Account Challenge. Today is day number 147. As most of y'all know, I've been having a fight with the $2,300 level. We would get up there and get smacked back down to 22. We got up there again and got smacked back down to 21. We got up there again and got smacked back down to 1,800. Y'all, today we finally crossed it, y'all, the $2,400 level. And I'm gonna tell you exactly how we pulled it off. And today's market recap. People who have subscribed to this channel have asked me, do I give training for these small account stuff? And I'm going to be starting that. First, I need to see if there's real interest in it. So in the comment section below, put the word interested, and then I know if people are really interested, because I know there are traders who don't have a lot of money and they would like to learn how to grow their small amount of money into a large amount of money and then take it on their own. What up, y'all? Let's go over the trades from this morning. It only took 3 trades to get over the $2,400 level. I thought we wasn't going to make it today because the first trade we lost on, but we smacked them back. And I'm going to tell you exactly how we pulled it off. Let's pull the charts up. All right, the first trade today was on SPY to the downside. We lost on this one. We actually got to the desk kind of late too because the kids is eating breakfast kind of slow now. I guess because school is about to end and they like, man, listen, no need to rush anymore. So that's probably why we're getting back a little bit late. Anyway, we got back to the desk about 9:40 and the market was already in action. Our first trade was at 9:55. All right, cool. Let's get this fixed up real quick fast so we get everything working in order. All right, cool. Here we go. Let's pull these charts up, get this thing going. Okay, cool. The candle that starts the market at 9:30 is a red candle with a crazy upper wick. Let me know they trying to push it down. So now when I get back, I see that, and I see the very next candle has a very, very long upper wick and a small lower wick. So what I do next on that candle, y'all, set the key levels for the day. All right, cool. So I set the key level. So now on the 9:35, 9:40 candle, I'm just watching. The 9:40, 9:45 candle, I'm just watching because the range was pretty wide on those key levels. So now I don't do anything until I get confirmation that we above it or below it. The 9:45, 9:50 candle, absolute nothing. On the very next candle, the 9:50, 9:55 candle, it comes up to that level. As the candle closed, it closed right on it. And I'm thinking, okay, cool. I like that. I'm going to treat this level as a level of resistance versus support. I'm thinking because now we ain't going to get up there because of that long candle. We may start to reverse. I jump in. We get a little bit of reverse because that upper wick let me know we might reverse. So I jumped in. We get a little bit of reverse. I'm like, all right, cool. It starts to go against me now. I'm like, oh, man. So what I do, I add a contract at 10:01. Hopefully we can control the cost basis. And this bad boy continues to squeeze up. The candle closes at 10 o'clock. I'm like, dang. And the very next candle opens up. 10 o'clock closes at 10:05. I'm like, this bad boy continue to go. I'm like, oh, man. And what I do, I sell my position on the very next candle, the one that opens up 10:05, closes at 10:10. I jumped out 10:09 with a loss just to start the day. So I'm like, here we go again. 23 is trying to push me back down. But I told y'all yesterday I'm going to keep my cool and try to get over this level. And what I did on that first trade, I took a cheaper contract just in case the market act funny. So I took a loss, but it wasn't heavy. Not too much to recover from. All right, let's jump back in this bad boy. Put me in, coach. The very next trade, I jumped over into Meta because sometimes when SPY kind of treat me bad, I switch girls and go over to Meta. So I ran over to Meta. Let's pull it up. All right, cool. Meta to the downside at 10:11. All right, cool. As I get over there, I see Meta has a nice little squeeze up. Okay, cool. On the candle that opens up 10 o'clock, closes at 10:05, we still running up. But we got an upper wick and a lower wick. Let me know things kind of slowing down, so watch your move. The very next candle opens up 05, closes at 10:10. I noticed now after all that green from 935 all the way to 1010, it's starting to slow down and reverse. I like cool. I like this to the downside. Then on the very next candle, the one that opens up 1010, closes at 1015, I jump in at 1011. I want this to the downside. I hold this. Meta is standing still. I'm nervous, but I got confirmation in my soul that we're going back down because of that higher the higher day, which was 643.24. It looked like it stopped going up, so I'm believing that. The candle closes at 10:15. The very next candle, we start squeezing down, and I love it. And I hold that bad boy all the way to almost the candle close, and I get out at 10:19 before it closes, and that recovered the first trade because it's meta, and meta, like I told you before, can get you the gains fast. And I took a little bit more expensive contract in hopes that meta would do that, and it did that. So now we're on our way, and it's on the very last trade when we smacked them and cross over the $2,400 level. Let me tell you how we did it. All right, so now I'm feeling a little confident. I run back over to SPY. I said, now I think I got a pulse in the market. Let's get it going. All right, cool. Here we go. I jumped into this to the downside at 1023. Okay, cool. Let's spread this out so we get a little bit better. For clarity. All right, cool. Here we go. The candle that opens up at 10:10, closes at 10:15 is a heavy red candle. So I see that. I said, oh wow, the bids have taken control. The very next candle opens up 10:15, closes at 10:20. We get somewhat of a, I don't want to call it a doji, but it's close to it. We got an upper wick and a lower wick, and not much pressure pushing it back up after the bids knocked it down in the previous candle. So I know then, I'm like, all right, cool. It look like they're going to push it down. But wait for resolution and confirmation. On the very next candle, opens up 20, closes at 25. I get the resolution I'm looking for. I jump in at 10:23. I'm buying this bad boy down. I add a contract at 10:24. The downward pressure is winning. The bids are smacking them. At the candle close, I add a contract at 10.25. The cost basis is pretty good. It shot up a little bit, went against me, and came right back because the cost basis was good. So now we're sitting pretty. The very next candle, the one opens up at 25, closes at 30. We get a pop-up. I get upset. I'm like, oh man, I got the 3 contracts. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? And it does not hold. It breaks that level like I said on my chart. And we sell our position on that comeback down at 10.27. And that is how we was able to clock what we got today. You can see it there. That allowed us to cross over the $2,400 level. Hopefully we can keep it up there and skate through this level, because sometimes some levels take a long time and some levels we just kind of skate through. Hopefully we can skate through and get to the $2,500 level. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got for you today. Hopefully we'll be back at this tomorrow. Anyway, peace.